It's your home, it's your dream. It's your dream. Radon tested living healthy and green. Make it green, green, green. Green, green, green.
Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. That's living healthy and green.
Gotta make it green. Green, green, green. Make it green. It's your home, it's your dream. It's your dream.
Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
A message from the US EPA.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel?
Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Okay, Simon, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. And what do people normally wear?
Clothes.
Exactly. So now Mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Clothes keep us warm, they look good, and if we go out without them, the neighbors will talk. So it's important to know how to get dressed. Here's how it's done. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole, or you have to start all over. If you're wearing a tie, it goes over, round, round, through, and pull tight. Tuck your shirt into your pants and zip up your fly. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears.
I love bunnies.
Good to know. Now remember, spots don't go with stripes, socks don't go with sandals, and if you've tucked in your shirt, wear a belt. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
How can we make Alabama a more beautiful state? By keeping our roads, highways, schools, and communities litter-free. It doesn't take much, but to think before you act. So what does the next generation say?
Pick it up, man.
Take pride in your school. Did you just litter? Clean it up, dude.
How can you make a difference? Adopt a mile. Join the Alabama Clean Campus program, or join in the Spring Cleanup or Alabama Coastal Cleanup. And remember,
Don't drop it on Alabama.
This message by People Against a Littered State, the ABA, ALDOT, and this station.
The following is the production of WEGL 91.1 FM.
That ball is gone! It's a walk-off home run for Stephen Williams!
WEGL Sports.
The Tigers are headed to the College World Series!
Where every
touchdown Auburn! Zakoby McClain!
Game.
They're not gonna keep him off the field tonight! Holy cow!
Lives. Strap in. It's time for the Extra Point, Auburn's best sports talk radio show, Auburn's only sports talk TV show.
He better count basketball wins.
Don't give me that look.
Let's
think about this.
No, I want to see where you're about to go with this. Your 3-time nationally nominated sports show.
Oh, yeah.
And they signed Cody Parkey.
SEC champion, Cody Parkey.
I picked Pitt, and I was right. Your 3-time nationally nominated sports show. The guys give you the latest.
Penn State by a million.
Thank you.
John Gruden cried after he traded Khalil Mack, and now he's dancing in the locker room, saying he wish he had a disco.
Call in at 334-844-9345 to join the debate. My boy got it on
I
lock.
thought you were saying 1,800 yards in this game. I was like, Jared.
The X's and O's begin now on Eagle Eye TV and WEGO Radio. The Extra Point, presented by WEGO Sports, where every game lives. And welcome inside the Extra Point here on WEGO 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio is Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob actually did make it on time, so that's good enough. Alex, we'll start with you. How you doing?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good. 3 straight days of the show. I'm not really sure if that's a good or a bad thing yet. And, I mean, other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Having to get up at 6 every morning. Then again, that's what you do, Jared. So now I guess I'm experiencing
depression?
A day in the life of Jared. What the? Dude.
What?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? That's good. Davis, move over to you. How you doing today?
I'm a little tired. I got a test after this.
Oh, shoot.
What test is it?
Psychology.
Psychology?
What time?
After this.
So your class at 9:30 then.
And I didn't really study for it last night very much, and I have the show right now, so I'm just wish me luck.
Godspeed. And Jacob Hillman. Jacob, how's it going?
Been a long week, so just trying to make it.
Just trying to make it. I feel that. If you want to call in, you can at 334-844-9345. That is 334-844-9345 to join the show. Or you can ask a question in our live stream on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube, and we'll answer your questions live on the show. Is there anything you guys want to get into before we get into some heavy sports? Anything you want to get off your chest?
I mean, Jacob's headphoneless right now.
I was about to say they kind of.
I don't understand.
We have to do that during the break. I don't really know how.
This thing?
What? What's wrong?
How?
Oh, go around the mic. Go around this thing.
There we go. Davis, if you can figure that out, your psych exam isn't even ready for you, man. You about to.
Oh, do you know what negative and positive reinforcement is?
I feel like I should. It feels like a very general
condition,
term.
stimulus, condition, response. Can you tell me what all that is?
Condition, stimulus, condition.
I can't even
response.
spell those words.
You can't.
It's actually pretty self-explanatory.
Spell condition
honestly.
or response.
Probably not.
Stimulus, you might get a little bit of a pass.
Have you seen me post stuff on social media under Weagle's name? It's not good.
Do you know who Little Albert is? It's actually a messed up story, low key.
Little Albert as opposed to
Big Albert?
Fat Albert?
No, Little Albert's like this little baby and this guy. Like he'd show him a rat and he'd make this big old sound and he made him scared of rats and all white animals when he grew up. To test how phobias are made.
Okay, I need you to stop.
Talk about getting into deep sports. So instead of getting into deep sports, just gonna get into a deep, big.
Yeah, sports psychology is a real thing. So I mean, like, if you really want to get into that, we might be able to.
Yeah, just like how we're gonna get into your head this Sunday for the All-Star game. Actually, wait a minute.
That was
you're the only person on the other team.
3-on-1 right now.
I just realized how the makeup was. That's all right.
Okay,
all three of you are bench players anyway. Let's see.
Pretty
Let's
sure
move
Davis
on.
is gonna be starting.
Lord.
I am starting.
About to say, and me and Jacob about to be like,
me and Devin were game planning last night.
Great bench players.
I'm not talking trash.
Oh, come on. It's so much fun.
You too. Me, JP, and Devin are going to play on Saturday if you'd like to join.
No.
What time?
Like 10.
No.
Yeah.
What time's the game start?
5 o'clock on Sunday.
Dude.
Oh, you mean the basketball? 2:45.
I'm not that stupid, Alex.
Which game were you asking about? There are 2
I'm
basketball
talking
games.
about the game on Saturday. Which game do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know.
We're playing at Rupp Arena this Saturday.
I know.
So,
Speaking of which,
oh my
since I mentioned Rupp Arena, tomorrow, friend of the show, Michael Floyd, wanted me to announce that it's kind of an impromptu reverse tire walk at 4 o'clock at the scholarship entrance of Auburn Arena. So if you're going to baseball and you want to send off the team to make history in Rupp Arena for the first time since 1988, he said it makes sense. Win in Rupp Arena since 1988, you can do that.
Here is a trivia question that we'll go ahead and set up. I don't know how to set it up, but
1983.
No, shut up. Here is the trivia question. We're gonna lay it out and then we'll answer it about 7:45. But Kentucky as a team, obviously they've dominated the series against Auburn.
That's true.
I mean, straight up dominated.
Yeah.
But Kentucky's also played another team only 5 times in their history, and they lead the series 3-2. This team does not exist anymore. This team is also not from the United States. Who is this team?
Where did you find this?
I will let you guys ponder that. Don't you be Googling it.
Uh-huh.
And Jacob, I think you already know the answer.
I don't think I do.
Oh, never mind.
Where did you find this?
Jack Hart.
Yeah. That
correlates. Once again, here's your trivia question that you can either answer in the live stream on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, or call in and answer. We'll give you the answer at 7:45.
I got an answer.
Shut up.
The Mighty Ducks.
Kentucky has dominated the series against Auburn. However, they have played a team 5 times and lead the series 3-2. That team does not exist anymore, and they are not from the United States. Who is that team that Kentucky has played?
We should do trivia.
We should.
We have the two more whiteboards in there.
We're trying to get the sneak trivia in there, but that's the trivia question.
I mean, like trivia with us, where we hold up the whiteboards after we write it.
We've done that before, but that takes time and effort.
We don't have a rundown today, so I mean.
We haven't had a rundown all week.
Yeah,
I'm saying
that's part of the kind of week I'm having. So
it's been kind of all over the place.
I mean, Davis was here before I was.
It's true.
That's usually it doesn't happen.
So actually,
just that good.
Wait, Davis, you were it? Dang, nice job.
Waiting outside for him.
So I actually had something. So I was just searching up stuff on YouTube. So did Tyson Fury cheat?
What?
Because if you type in Tyson Fury on YouTube, the third suggestion for me was Tyson Fury cheated, and there's like 30 videos on YouTube about how his gloves were cheating. Has anybody heard anything about this?
Like the weight of his gloves?
Yeah, no, like I don't know, but like I didn't watch any of them because I had some work to do. But
I mean, that's the first time I've heard that statement.
I mean, he could have filled his gloves, but
I don't know. It was just I had not heard that, and then I went on YouTube, and that was one of the first things that came up.
13 hours ago, Total Pro Sports, probably not a very reliable site, tweeted or posted a blog, I guess. Footage emerges showing Tyson Fury may have been cheating during first fight versus Deontay Wilder.
First fight?
First fight.
And this is from February 26, 2020.
Huh.
It says there's a video where it looks like his gloves are very floppy, so that means his fists are down in the wrist area, so he would have had something inside the fist.
Yeah, this is fascinating. This person is claiming Tyson Fury didn't have his hands all the way in the glove. Rather, the glove was loaded with something. He is citing the flapping of the wrist, basically saying hands don't bend like that in boxing gloves.
I'm watching the video right now.
Hmm.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I've heard.
Oh, yeah. Yo, my, yeah.
It's let me see it.
Maybe you should have some flexible
I'm
wrists.
not saying, yeah, he might have flexible wrists, but that does look a little unnatural. Like, that's not, like, I can do that the way it's looking, but if I'm punching someone with boxing gloves on, because your arms are wrapped as well.
Oh, but that third, man, I don't know about the third punch. That doesn't look natural at all.
No, yeah, okay.
Here, Jared.
So, yeah, that's a very, very suspect video. I'm just wondering why it just came out if that is from the first fight.
Yeah.
Because
it is very possible, but
like I said, this is a unreliable blog and just a few, I guess, fans that are
But of
tweeting
course,
about it.
another point is if that happened in the first fight, is there video of it happening in the second fight? And if there isn't, then why would he only do it in one of the fights? And why would the one fight that he did it in be the one that he did not win?
Yeah.
That just makes it even stranger.
To be fair, a lot of people do think he should have won that fight. The only reason he didn't was because he probably should have been knocked out, but somehow he got up from that punch.
That's true.
By the way, I do think I know the answer to the trivia question.
Yeah, so you be quiet.
Okay.
Hey, I got no idea. Dave, you got anything?
I said the Mighty Ducks. He said no.
That's tough. Well, they're from Anaheim, so.
Yeah, they're from the United States.
Do I get to answer?
Well, they don't
7:45?
exist anymore.
Yeah, you can answer
Yeah,
at
they do.
7:45.
Sort of.
Talking about the movie.
Yeah.
If they're making a remake?
No.
I don't know. Does anybody care?
The guy
I never watched Mighty Ducks.
Whoa.
I didn't either, Jared.
Have you watched Sandlot?
If I have to think about it, probably isn't good.
Man, come on.
I mean, I haven't watched Sandlot. I haven't watched
Rudy.
I haven't watched Rudy.
Oh,
I know the story.
Air Bud?
Of course.
Air Bud is the first cinematic universe.
Yeah. Air Bud was LeBron James for LeBron James.
Air Bud was my LeBron James as a kid.
And then he had all these kids.
Yes. Air Buddies.
Yeah.
Space Buddies. That was my favorite one.
What?
When they went to space.
There was one where the Air Buddies went to space. Don't ask.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory by the name Space Buddies.
Yeah, but you don't want to know how they actually got to space.
They climbed onto a rocket ship and it flew off. I mean, it's
All
not
right,
that.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
That's what I'm saying.
Just stop. Just
It's a
stop.
good movie.
It
has the brother from Hannah Montana in it.
Who was like 40 when he was in Hannah Montana?
Still in.
Everybody just stop. Everybody just stop. We went.
This is what happened. We don't have a rundown.
Yeah,
Jared.
that we don't. Where's the fast break?
Dead.
Oh no, the fast break is dead.
Honestly, I'm just feeling until Carl walks in. That way I can just go to break and cut the whole segment out.
Jared, it's funny because you're like, I don't even know, man.
What?
It's
What are
just-
you
What am I trying to say?
It's funny how I don't know.
I lost my train
This
of thought.
guy,
real
am I
quick.
right?
Davis, man, I don't want to hear it, dude.
Look, so going back to this Sunday at 5 o'clock, if for people who don't know, the Extra Point, your favorite lovable personalities and their beautiful, beautiful faces that you see every day, are putting on an all-star game of Extra Point hosts past and present. All of us are involved in the game in some capacity. Teams have been drafted, if you might know. These three are on Team Devin, and I am on my own team. Yeah.
Did you agree to trade Devin Amanda for whoever else he was offering in the trade? Because I couldn't remember her name.
Devin wanted to trade Amanda Warren for Delaney Barrow straight up, and I said no.
What if he threw a sandwich in there?
Nah, because he
Would it
knows
change?
Amanda and he doesn't know Delaney, so it seemed like a valid thing to do.
I mean,
That is kind of fair, Jared.
What if he throws in draft picks for
Okay.
next year?
First, you make a trade that you didn't have to make.
what are you talking about? I didn't have to make that trade. Benefited me. Why wouldn't I make that trade?
It's just
Davis,
mean.
look, all I'm saying is you got to be careful what you start saying because
No,
Devin
I'm
was
not
on our
saying-
next yesterday for a second.
Yeah.
I met Devin yesterday. It's all love.
So, and I mean,
I'm just saying, Jared. That was kind of not cool.
Davis and Jacob, you guys weren't here, but yesterday, yesterday we talked on the show about how I texted Devin one-on-one to
Oh,
trade
yeah.
for Alex, and Alex was adamant. He was like, "I want to know what you want to trade me for."
Oh,
I was gonna give Devin 50 cents.
That's too much.
yeah, it
I
is.
was gonna give him 50 cents.
What'd he say?
And Devin didn't respond. But then I told Devin it just would have been a trade and release.
Which again is what I was asking for. So
You're gonna buy him out? You're gonna give 50 more cents?
I was gonna buy out Alex.
that's tough.
Alex, what would you do if you got bought out?
I'd just not go to the game. I
Oh, wait,
I
we could
mean, we wouldn't be allowed to play. You're not in the you're not in the
I was
league.
about to say like, oh,
I
darn.
guess we could re-sign you. Then we'd have made 50 cents there.
That's true. That's true. That really could have been a.
Nah, I would have just threw you onto the broadcast.
Hey, I could do that.
Yeah, that was the plan, but it didn't work.
Now Alex gets to
Play.
run back and forth.
Yeah.
Yes. Touching
Yeah.
the ball? No.
If I pass it to you, Alex.
If you pass it to me, I'm gonna hit you with that pump fake and then hit it right back.
Okay. I was gonna say if you're open, I'd let you shoot it. But if you're doing that, that's even better.
You don't want to see this broken shot. I'm shooting like Joe
Jacob,
Pino at the free throw line.
I've heard that you make it or you miss it. So if you have an open shot,
yeah.
just you got the green light.
Those are one of the two possibilities.
Or you got how about this? You got a yellow light,
heard you
depending
flip-
on how you start shooting in warm-ups. You got the yellow light.
Next thing Dave's is gonna be like, I hear if you flip a coin, it's heads or it's tails.
Warm-ups is one of those things that it's not a good indicator. of
Okay,
how I'm
if you
gonna
make
do.
your first shot,
yeah,
then you got the green light.
that's a good indicator.
Alex, I just need you to cut, brother.
Dude,
I got you.
I'm here to play two things: play defense and get on Jared's nerves. I'm gonna be able to do both of those. So,
Jared, he's gonna be like Kevin
You
Garnett.
think so?
No. He's not. How you gonna get on my nerves?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just annoying.
You did get him.
Yes,
he did
but
get you
I
to stand
do
on
it
the
every
table.
day.
Jared, he did get you to stand on the
I did get you to
table.
jump across.
with Britt in the other room. So,
And Britt's not even here. Britt's in Missouri.
No, that's
who's stopping you? Who's stopping me now?
That's my point. Thank you for making my point, Jared.
I'm talking about today. I ain't talking about Sunday.
Jared, you're really bad at arguing. Have you realized this?
What?
You're just like, I was trying to make a point that I was going to annoy you. You're like, that's not possible. And then within 10 seconds, you said, wait, watch what happens.
Oh, you want to know me during the game because I won't care about you.
you got to talk major smack at him.
Yeah.
All clean, though.
You said
PG.
during the game. I'm saying today, I can do the same thing, and Britt ain't here.
Well, Britt won't be at the game, so.
But other people
Do you
will.
think the Weagle All-Star Game is going to be a tradition at the Rec now?
It should
Hopefully.
be.
We can bring you
Hopefully.
back next year, Jared.
Once again, I
Just
won't
wait,
be here
Davis.
next year.
Years from now, me and you can be the team captains.
Please don't have no. Alex, you got like what 1.1% of the vote.
Yeah, exactly.
That may be hard, but start the campaign now.
When everybody else leaves, it's gonna be us or a bunch of scrubs, so it all works out.
What's the difference between us and a bunch of scrubs? Aren't you a scrub?
Exactly. But
don't lump me in with that.
Fine, Davis will win and insert random scrub here. Okay, fine.
Yay.
All right, let's go ahead and head to our first commercial break. When we come back, maybe we'll get to some, I don't know, actual sports, something like that, because
You brought up the All-Star Game.
because I have to promote it. That's what you got to do. We'll head to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk LSU versus Florida. Big implication that had, big ramifications for what Auburn needs to do to at least get a share of the SEC regular season championship. You're watching and listening to Extra Point here on WEGL 911 and Eagle Eye TV.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I improved my credit score.
You're kidding, right?
No.
How are we supposed to be the bad boys of electro synth pop if you're out there being responsible? The band is about to be discovered. This is our year.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while now.
You think anyone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was worried about their credit score?
I never really thought that
Of course they weren't. Rock stars aren't supposed to think about that kind of stuff. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, write aggressively sensitive power ballads, start questionable fashion trends, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
All right. I thought maybe it was time to take control of my finances, Start using a budget, get out of debt, set some goals.
A budget? Debt? Set some goals? Listen, I knew that we'd have our creative differences, but I was hoping they'd involve a little more scandal.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And welcome back inside the Extra Point here on WEGL 911 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon, and joining me in the studio is Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. As 20 minutes down, and we are back into our next segment going college basketball. Here's an update on that trivia question that I threw out there. If you want to answer, you can answer in the live stream, or you can answer by calling in. We'll have the answer at 7:45. But Kentucky has dominated the series against Auburn. We know that. Kentucky has also went toe-to-toe with another team, and they only lead the series 3-2. This team no longer exists, and this team is also not from the United States. Who is this team? If you want to answer, call in at 334-844-9345 or ask a question live stream on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, or YouTube. David, you had a story for us?
I sure do. Jacob was there too. He can help tell it.
So this is a referee. His name is Jeffrey. His last name.
The fact that you know all the refs' names is hilarious.
Well, especially the ones that like the attention, I got to give them the attention. So, Jeffrey, he's known for his high knees whenever he runs up and down the court. He really picks those things up.
Oh,
and,
really does.
I guess the lower version of of what you're talking about is when one of the Ole Miss players he either traveled or he fumbled the ball, and Jeffrey called he said that he bobbled the ball. So like when everyone in the student section started yelling at him, he wasn't talking to the other referees or to the coaches or the bench. He was looking at the student section, like doing the bobble motion. So that shows you what he heard the student section mad about him not calling a travel. Later in the game, you tell this exact part because I missed the first part of it when it happened.
So Ole Miss said, I think it was a block that they called a shooting foul. I think it was. And they were coming back down the court, and we were all freaking out, obviously, because we thought it was a bad call. No, I'm still not sure if it was. And Bay Marks, also an Extra Point host, who's going to be playing the All-Star game, Jared, he yelled at him. He went, "That's all ball." He was like yelling at him. And then he looked right at Bay, and he went, "You're probably right." And then he looked away, and he kept going.
That crew was something. Mike Nance, he had an incident with Rick Barnes earlier this year. He was the taller guy. And
Wait.
Chuck Jones, what?
Are you talking about the one where a ref walked into Rick Barnes, bumped into him, and then got mad at Rick Barnes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That's
I've seen
him.
that video a million times. Holy crap!
And
I didn't know it
then
was that guy.
And then Chuck Jones he does a lot of Auburn games, and he was good Tuesday night, but a lot of times
They got better throughout near the end of the game, but still they weren't the best. They weren't an all-star crew. Let's just say that.
No.
Well, at this point, it seems like
I think they're better than Joe Lindsey, though.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yes, Alex?
I feel like at this point, saying that they're not an all-star crew, no SEC ref at this point has been an all-star.
Alex,
crew.
we've been.
I mean,
Jacob, every time you say this, he goes, "It's NCAA." Thing.
I know that. I mean,
have you
refs
seen
that we've had? I mean,
have you seen the East All Stars? That's all I gotta say.
Okay, Jared.
I mean, you guys were very up in a tangent about Xavier Rose being named to the Pro Bowl. We all know these.
Okay, but that's just like that's like if Nicholas Batum was actually named to the Pro Bowl.
I feel like.
I mean, the All-Star game.
I feel like.
Don't try to justify it.
I feel like that's an overreaction. Nicholas Batum's an All-Star in my heart.
Yeah, I know. And Xavier Rose is an All-Pro in NFL's heart.
Yeah, that's
doesn't mean he is though.
How about we turn to some games that happened last night, especially some that had some SEC implications. And the big one, LSU just absolutely getting dismantled by Florida. It's a Florida team that I still can't figure out from time to time. I mean, if we're talking about inconsistent teams, Auburn's up there, but Florida's not that far behind. So this is a Florida team that I believe.
I wouldn't say they're inconsistent. They just started the year off bad.
I mean, I also feel like it's a Florida team. Wow, did they lead from start to finish?
Probably.
I think they did. But, I mean, it's a Florida team that I feel like can wake up any day and beat any team in the SEC. I think SEC because I don't know if they'll match well against the likes of Kansas or Baylor or anybody like that. But I do think they can. I mean, they've beaten Auburn. I think they can beat Kentucky. I mean, they've been close. Wait, did they beat Kentucky this year?
I don't think so. They came close.
But I think, yeah. But they do get Kentucky again on the 7th.
And at home.
And Auburn desperately needs that game. Auburn is 2 games back of Kentucky. LSU 3, and I believe Florida is 4 games back of the lead in the SEC. Auburn needs a win against Kentucky. on the road, and then most likely Florida to defeat Kentucky on that last day. Florida's 3 games back. They're tied with LSU now. Mississippi State and South Carolina are tied 4 games back. Kentucky, I want to say with a win against Auburn,
They clinch
it's
outright.
Pretty much, yeah.
They do.
It's pretty much
Not pretty much.
point.
It is.
Yeah.
Auburn won't be able to get a share or a outright win, which getting an outright win at this point would be it would be incredible for Auburn. It would take Kentucky losing the rest of their games.
And, I mean, we can talk about it, and we'll talk about it on Sunday, because Sunday is the Extra Point live on location, by the way, at the Campus Rec from 2 to 4. So hopefully you guys can tune into that. And that'll be a lot of fun as the team pretty much breaks down what happened in the Kentucky game. But
the team as in us?
The team is in.
Whoever's there.
I'll tell you later because I got to get the team together. Jack will be there. Jack will be there. Everybody else is to be determined.
Aren't you working on the women's basketball?
I am, so I won't be there. It'll be the first Extra Point I miss and what I believe to be counted as 141 episodes. It'll be the first one I'm not there for.
Wrong.
Whoa.
Jack and I did the Extra Point by ourselves.
Okay, but I was there in spirit.
Oh, my God.
I was in the other room.
So you're not going to be there in spirit on Sunday?
Jared, why?
No.
Why were they doing the Extra Point and you were just in the other room?
It was Jack, myself, and a Birmingham Iron poster that were doing the Extra Point.
It was such a great episode.
Why were you not there, Jared?
I was sick. But I had to go get a shot in the butt. What?
But you were in the other room.
I had to set some stuff up. I believe that's also when I tweeted out the password.
Yeah, you tweeted out the password to literally everything.
You tweeted out the password?
Yeah, don't go look it up. Don't tweet it. Don't retweet.
Jared, you killing
Tell me
man.
it's still tweeted?
Yes. I never,
yeah, he didn't delete it.
I never took it down. Mama ain't raised no you know what. You know what I'm saying? All right. Back to this Kentucky game. I mean, we'll talk about it later in the show, but I mean,
it's really important for Auburn to go in and show they're not going to do what they did last year in Rupp. I know what happened after last year, and it was really good, but you can't expect to bounce back like that every year.
I mean, since 1988, it's just.
Oh, I'm not saying Auburn's going to win, but you can't lose by 30.
You can't lose by 30. And I don't know. I mean, this Kentucky team, the last couple of games they've played, they're beatable. Like,
I mean, obviously, Evansville showed that.
Oh,
Which that's a different team because I was back in November. But
if Auburn, what a crazy season Evansville had. I won't get.
They've lost like 12 in a row, right? Something like that.
Yeah, and their coach. But
yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but Kentucky. It's just I don't know. Auburn is so wildly night and day, and it could be it's a team that this is probably what's gonna happen. They'll get off to a fast start and will feel pretty good, and then it's just gonna just bottom out.
Thing is this is a team that is capable of winning in Kentucky. They just not shown us anything that they will. They have the talent to do it, but they don't have the consistency or the capability to win on the road. That,
Auburn can't shoot. That's the issue.
There's also that they cannot shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can learn how to shoot on the road before Saturday, then sure. But they're also playing in the biggest. Well, I won't say the biggest. They played in Barclays Center earlier this year, but it's a lot different than the other arenas they play in. It's much bigger and I guess maybe not as cavernous as Coleman Coliseum, but it's up there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think. Oh yeah, Rupp is bigger than Barclays Center.
Yeah, I think I'm just the actual dimensions.
Yeah. Rupp is 23,000. Tennessee is 21,000. Auburn is 9. Barclays Center is 19.
Did you see that guy tweet out where he was slandering Auburn's arena size?
Everyone does.
He's like, it's only 23,000 or 2,300, and everyone's like, oh, come on.
Everyone does.
Well,
that.
I mean,
it's because Peter Burns tweeted about Auburn being the best home court advantage in the country this year, and which is probably correct considering Auburn's 15-0 at Auburn Arena. But I don't know. I don't understand why people get so mad about it. They're basically bragging about empty seats.
If they finish this season undefeated with their last game, they will have been 3 years since 3 years and only 2 games lost at Auburn Arena since 2018.
3 losses.
I thought it was 2.
Texas A&M in 2017-18, and then Kentucky and Ole Miss last year.
Was A&M one in? When I saw that post, it said there's only been 2 losses since 2018. I don't know why it said that, but
We've had some close ones this year.
It's still impressive. The point being, it's still impressive.
I mean, it's
very
just
impressive.
And this is in the league where Duke loses at home to
Well,
no, they're on the road.
Yeah, that was on the road. But yes.
Wait, no, Stephen F. Austin.
No, I was about to say Wake, but Wake was on the road.
Oh yeah,
They did lose a home game earlier this
and then
conference
Kentucky
play.
lost to Evansville at home, and Auburn doesn't even lose those.
The Clemson loss was on the road too, right?
That wasn't that. Yeah, wasn't okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was North Carolina. I forgot they beat them back to back.
But here's another trivia question: the current streak of home win streaks. Gonzaga's number 1. I think Auburn's number 8 on that list. The only reason I know this is because I had to build the graphic for the game the other day. Do you know who has the second longest home winning streak in college basketball is?
Wait, who's the first?
Gonzaga.
So the second.
I guarantee you're not gonna get this.
Davidson.
Can we give it like one
No.
hint?
Is it? What's the number?
What's the number? What's the number of home winning? I think it's like 27 now. I guarantee you're not gonna get this. It's kind of off the wall.
San Diego State?
Nope.
Well, there goes my try.
It's not Dayton, is it?
Nope.
Is it a team that's like? Is it a Division I team?
It's Division 1. You probably wouldn't think about it though. I'm gonna try to give you the conference that they're in.
That would actually help a lot.
Dang, are they even ranked? They just like lose on the road all the time.
What, the team that I'm talking about?
Are they?
Yeah.
They're not ranked.
Are they,
Wow.
So they're the Sixers of college basketball.
We have mentioned them on the show.
Furman?
before.
Furman University?
No.
Oh.
Let's see what
Colgate?
What conference would they be in? They would be in the. The
Is
fact that I don't know off the top of my
Is
head.
it a Big East?
Mm-mm.
American Athletic?
Or are they here?
Legal Athletic?
Hold up. It's probably just easier if I just Google the actual school and find out what conference they're in.
That would
Probably.
work.
But we'll head to a quick commercial break.
Wait, is it Wichita State?
No.
Ah,
When we come back,
they don't lose at home.
we'll answer that trivia question and more here on the Extra Point on WGL 911 and Eagle Eye TV.
It's your home, it's your dream. It's your dream. Radon tested living healthy and green. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. That's living healthy and green.
Make it green, green, green. Make it green. It's your home, it's your dream. It's your dream.
Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
A message from the U.S. EPA.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel? Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman. You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
And welcome inside the Extra Point here on WEG on 911 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio is Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. Before we left, I gave a little bit of a trivia question out. Now there's 2 trivia questions floating out there. Here's the one that we're going to answer right now. So the answer was, besides Gonzaga, who has the longest home winning streak, who is number 2 on that list? I'll give you guys one chance. Do you want the hint?
Yes.
Well, no, if I give you the hint, you're going to go look at who's the top of the conference.
Well, I've got a team in mind.
Who?
South Dakota State.
No.
Just tell us the conference.
Put your phones down. I'll tell you the conference, but you can't look up who's in that conference.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they're at the top. They're at the top. So you would know immediately when you go look at the standings.
What if I'm bad with conferences?
Good.
Oh.
All right, who is it?
They're in the SWAC. The Southwest Atlanta.
Oh, my gosh.
The Southwest Athletic Conference.
Prairie View A&M?
It is Prairie View A&M.
Okay.
Good job.
Dang.
Prairie View A&M.
Impressive.
Who I think a couple weeks ago we talked about how they got into
Baseball. Oh, wait, no. Oh, the brawl with, they did get in the brawl. Well, you see where they got absolutely destroyed by Texas A&M in baseball?
Yeah.
They were down 27-0 after 2 innings.
Yeah. That was hype. That was hype. But yeah.
Dang.
Prairie View A&M. That's the second longest home winning streak.
What is their
in
record?
college basketball.
I'm going to go look.
Are 12-2 in conference, 16-11 overall. So
wow,
they were bad out of conference, but they won all their home games.
Man, they really are the 76ers of college basketball. 6-10 on the road.
Prairie View. So you'll see them in the tournament.
They've only played. I mean, they got to win their conference tournament.
Listen to this. So they're 6-10 on the road, and that is the best road record in the whole conference. The teams behind them are 5-13, 4-14, 4-12, 3-13, 1-17, and 2-16. Wow, that's.
I mean, I gotta assume a lot of their road games are against.
Looking at their schedule, they lost to UCF, they lost to Texas State, they lost to Texas, they lost to Cal all on the road. Arizona State on the road, Loyola Marymount on the road, Colorado on the road, Seton Hall on the road, and they haven't been complete blowouts.
They're a decent team.
Besides,
that Texas State one at the beginning of the year is bad.
That's bad, but
That's
nothing else was like outside of 20 points.
They're a good team. I expect them to win their conference and be in the tournament and then get bounced in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the likely scenario.
They'll be a 16 seed.
Yeah.
Their conference is bad.
No, yeah, their conference is terrible. So
San Diego State, you better watch out. Prairie View A&M come with smoke.
Man.
All right. Let's talk about the other trivia question.
I thought it was 7:45 when you were revealing it.
Yes, but I'm going to give it out one more time so people can, think about it and get ready for it.
Of course.
So, here we go. The trivia question is, Kentucky has obviously dominated the series against Auburn. However, Kentucky has also played another team that they currently lead the series 3-2. Kentucky has, I believe they won the last game. They haven't played in 20 years. That's because, or I say 30 years. That is because 2 things. A, this team no longer exists. And B, this team is not from the United States. Who is this team that Kentucky's played? We've been saving this trivia question for about 3 weeks when we found out who it was. And I have it pulled up on my iPad. Make sure you guys don't see. The last year they played was in 91. 1991, the last time Kentucky played this team. They played 77, 82, 87, 91, and 92.
I'm just trying to think of non-American universities.
Yep.
Oxford.
So don't you be Googling.
Was that right? Did I get that right?
What?
No.
Oxford? No.
Oxford.
No, dude.
It's Oxford?
No.
Oxford probably never had a
Kidding.
basketball team.
I actually think it's
Maybe they play
Oxford.
what's that one with
Does this is me being ignorant. Does the United Kingdom have a basketball league for college, or is it more just semi-pro? Like, do they have a college equivalent of
the NCAA?
Yes.
I doubt it.
Europe doesn't.
I watch some European college basketball, if that's a thing.
I don't think they have it because they have they have the pros league that goes when they start as kids and they go up from there. I think that's their form of basketball they have.
I'd watch them Oxford basketball. I mean, I gotta assume it's hype.
If we're gonna take never mind. I don't want to offend any
they're
English listeners.
Founded in 2008, the British Universities and Colleges Sport. Is that what that is? Hold on.
Is that their NCAA?
I think.
Ooh.
Is a governing body for university sport in the United Kingdom. BUCS was formed in June 2008, following a merger of the British University Sports Association and University College Sport. Yeah, that's what that is.
Hype.
What do they play?
All right, we got to get into that.
They do play American football.
Ooh.
Get Weagle to do that.
Let's see, does it have what I was talking about? Oh, they don't have. I think it's called crochet.
Cricket?
Like
they do have cricket.
Like
what are you talking about?
No, isn't the thing with the mallet?
Yes, and you hit it through the little rings.
Yeah.
That's crochet. You're right.
Oh, I was thinking about crocheting something. Is that the same word?
I think.
Man, words are weird. All right. This is what we're going to do. Let's head to a quick commercial break. Because I got to set up for this trivia question because it's going to blow your socks off. Okay? Let's head to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more of the Extra Point here on WEGL 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV.
Okay, Simon, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. And what do people normally wear?
Clothes.
Exactly. So now Mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Clothes keep us warm, they look good, and if we go out without them, the neighbors will talk. So it's important to know how to get dressed. Here's how it's done. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole, or you have to start all over. If you're wearing a tie, it goes over, round, through, and pull tight. Tuck your shirt into your pants and zip up your fly. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears.
I love bunnies.
Good to know. Now remember, spots don't go with stripes, socks don't go with sandals, and if you've tucked in your shirt, wear a belt. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
And welcome back inside the Extra Point here on WEGL 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio is Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. As we hit 7:45, now it's time for that trivia question. Set it up about 45 minutes ago, and here we go one last time. Kentucky has obviously dominated the series against Auburn. Hasn't been close, but Kentucky is leading a series 3-2 over this one team that it's had a historic rivalry with, I guess. And this team, A, is not from the United States, and B, no longer exists. Who is this team that I am talking about that Kentucky has played and leads the series 3-2?
I'm going to narrow it down to Canadian universities. I don't know any Canadian universities other than Niagara, which still exists. So I'm going to guess some of the what are they called? Not colonies.
Provinces.
Provinces, yeah, like University of Alberta, Ottawa,
Newfoundland,
Quebec,
University of Toronto.
It is not in Canada.
Okay, well then that just.
What country is it in?
Ooh,
Central America.
Are they from the Bahamas, Caribbean? Really?
Central America.
Are they in this hemisphere?
No.
Okay.
So they're from Europe.
They're on that side of the planet.
Thank you for that one, Alex.
But he
You're
just
welcome.
said it's on that side of the planet. It might not be Europe.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It could be some team from Russia. Who is it, Jared?
They played in the 80s, Russia, the Cold War.
I don't have
that
a
makes
clue.
sense.
Jared, just tell us.
Are you able to pronounce it, Jared?
Yeah, it's actually easier to pronounce.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us?
Then say it.
There's no other guesses? We're just done?
Oh my!
I mean, I don't know any
how many European
universities.
teams? Yeah.
How many European teams did you
Because-
know before you
yeah,
saw this,
that
Jared?
doesn't even narrow it down. I mean, it could be Germany. It could be Spain.
You're like,
Is
oh,
it Barcelona University?
No.
University of Madrid?
wait a minute. Is it a college?
No.
It's a pro team.
Real Madrid.
Dang.
It's
Oh
not a
man,
college team.
I should have known it was a pro team if it was foreign. That doesn't help me at all, but yeah.
Is it a national team?
Yes.
Yugoslavia.
Wait, when was the last
What?
time?
Someone said Latvia.
I said Yugoslavia.
When was the last time they played?
91.
So that would have been the Soviet Union ended. So it's a country that doesn't exist anymore.
Is it the Soviet Union?
Kentucky's played the Soviet Union.
Woo!
I did not say Russia Cold War a minute ago.
You did actually.
I was on the right
Yeah.
track.
And you said Yugoslavia, which would have been my first guess because they are now defunct.
Kentucky has played the Soviet Union 5 times.
Unbelievable.
In exhibitions.
Hey, we're better than them. We beat them.
2 of them have
USA.
been at Memorial Coliseum.
Russia couldn't even win any aspect of the Cold War. That's tough. You hate to see it. You really do.
Did Kentucky travel all the way over there? Or you might have just said that. But I don't know.
I'm not sure if Kentucky went to the Soviet Union.
But would the Soviet Union have come all the way here? I feel like it would have met in the middle
Well,
somewhere.
Memorial Coliseum is. That can't be that Memorial Coliseum. But I think
There's too many Memorial Coliseums.
Yeah.
It could be Vanderbilt. It could be actually. Are you like on the Wikipedia page or something?
Yes. It looks like it
Is
was
there-
made in 1990.
Is there a link to Memorial Coliseum?
And even then, they got. That's true. That's true. And
Let's
they still
see.
lost. So
And they still lost to us.
you believe in miracles?
Kentucky
Yeah, that's what I said.
exhibition.
Ow.
Kentucky has played a lot of crazy teams.
Of course they have.
Kentucky has played the University of Puerto Rico in Puerto Rico.
That's-
Kentucky has
what?
played the International Universities Tournament at Tel Aviv in Israel. Kentucky in 1975 played Yugoslavia.
Hey!
Guessed it.
They played Japan for hold up. They played Japan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in the same year for an exhibition in 7 different cities.
7-game series, baby.
Oh my
Did they win the
gosh.
7-game
They
series?
swept.
Did they win the 7-game
They
series?
swept 7-0.
Oh my lord. That's brutal.
Kentucky's like, you don't want this smoke.
Oh, that's like Auburn basketball, 1941 or 42. Started the year off with 4 straight games against Mississippi State, lost them all. The only win, or no, they lost to the 23rd Infantry or something. I gotta look this up.
Man, old Auburn basketball stories they kill me.
This is worse than like Tony Barbie, and that's saying something.
That's true because Barbie was in fact terrible.
All right, let's see. Let's see if it's 40 through 41. It was not 40 through 41. It might have been the year after. 41 through 42.
Dude, where did you see that?
Jack told me.
Oh, right. That's a good one. That's really
I mean,
good.
look at all these exhibition games. I mean, Kentucky has dominated.
Why don't they do those anymore?
It's 10 on the combo.
Well, they do still do exhibition games. 'Cause
But like
Kentucky-
against Russia and stuff?
the last team that Kentucky played outside of the United States, I mean, I guess would be Team Toronto in 2018. But after that, they played the Bahamas. They played San Lorenzo de Alamargo. See, I'm smart. I can say words. They've played Ottawa, Dominican Republic in 2014.
I take my statement back.
Champagne Chalons Rings Basket in 2014. The Puerto Rico Reserves in 2014.
Well, the weird team Auburn's played in 1942 and 43. So this season, they started off with 4 straight games against Mississippi State, 2 on the road, 2 at home. Lost all 4.
What? I'm sorry, continue. I just saw a team pop up that I gotta talk about.
Well, in the 6th game, Auburn played the 507 Paratrooper Infantry and lost 30-40.
These boys were ready. We're getting ready to drop into Europe, and we still couldn't get a win.
They were. Auburn's one.
Auburn can't disrespect the troops. Had to let them win.
Auburn's one win that year was against Georgia Tech, 47-32.
Man.
On November 5th, 2010, Kentucky played an exhibition against Dillard.
Whoa.
And won 122-54.
Are we talking as in like
they're the Dillard Blue Devils.
As in massive retailer Dillard's put together a team?
Or me.
Not you, Jared.
It could be me.
It wasn't you.
Was it you?
I don't know where they're at. Dillard. There's a Dillard Blue Devils.
Maybe it's just Duke just changed their name for
it
one
may
game.
be English team.
In 1944 through 45, Auburn played at the Jacksonville Navy, lost both games, won 80-43, and this is without a 3-point shot. They also lost to Maxwell Field twice on a Sunday. They played 3 games that day.
The Dillard Blue Devils are in New Orleans, Louisiana, so they're hype. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sports total.
Man, 1-14 in 19. Man, that's bad. That's really bad.
This is interesting to look at games from way back in the day.
Yeah, some of these teams are kind of out of this world.
What is Maxwell Field? That's what I want to know.
Maxwell Field?
I guess that's a military base?
It most likely is around that time.
Or be an air base, more likely.
Because Auburn played Maxwell Field a lot. I don't know what the record is.
Isn't Maxwell a base around here?
It's an Air Force base in Montgomery.
See, I know my stuff.
Your dad was in the military. You should have known that.
Yeah, he was in the Navy though.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's different.
Yeah, I was gonna say he won't know it.
I think.
There's a Washington St. Louis.
Oh yeah, I always got mail from them trying to go to college there.
Oglethorpe. That's a real.
Nobody ever got mail from Washington in St. Louis?
Nope.
Maybe it was just me.
I had a friend that went to Washington and St. Louis.
Did you like it?
I mean, she's still there, so I don't really.
Who?
Oh.
Elena went there.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to
Hey, shout out Elena. Elena?
Yes.
Yeah, shout out. Hopefully you're okay. What?
I mean, it's a fair statement.
Fair statement.
I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I don't know what part of it was.
In 1915 through 1916, Auburn lost to the Montgomery YMCA 29-16.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. Then they got their payback in February and won 58-18. They held back on this kid.
Hold up. Say that again.
The Montgomery YMCA beat Auburn in 1915. Or my bad, 1916. 29-16 in January 1st. And then February 10th, Auburn got its payback and won 58-18.
That doesn't. I don't think the win matters because we still lost to the YMCA.
Shout out to Bruce Pearl for. I mean, man,
we play the Montgomery YMCA like every year in the teens. Oh my God, Auburn lost 90-18 to Georgia in 1917.
Like, can you imagine being a university team and you stroll into a YMCA and get absolutely clapped?
Auburn lost to the Birmingham Athletic Club in 1918. It's a football score, 27-19.
Man, we were bad, my dudes.
It was like a 1905, 1906.
Imagine Kentucky walking into their local Y and taking on the kids there.
Auburn lost a heartbreaker in their first ever season to the Columbus YMCA 18-16.
Hold up. Guys.
How long were these quarters?
YMCA's.
That's before shot clock.
Yeah.
YMCA's, this is all before basketball is a very established sport, especially in the South.
I'm trying to justify it.
No. I still think the worst loss is to a bunch of paratroopers that are about to go dropping into Europe, and they still couldn't get a win.
But they're probably more athletic than YMCA kids.
Yeah,
but we don't know how basketball was organized. At that point, there was At that point, Mike Donahue was the coach of like 16 sports at Auburn. That gives you an indication of how organized
That's a low
things
number.
were. No, no, but the point is that those are like, 1917. In 1940, after 30 years of existence, Auburn went 1-14 and could not beat a group of soldiers.
I mean,
who probably were not even very focused.
I
on
feel
the
like they
game.
probably weren't giving it their all because they wanted. They
also went 1-14 that year, so I don't think they were giving it their all many times.
Yeah.
Man, this is the best segment ever.
The Augusta Athletic
Oh, no.
Association. Auburn won this game 37-9, but what? The Augusta Athletic Association.
The AAA?
It's like there's the Bessemer Athletic Club. They play the Birmingham Athletic Club.
They play the Birmingham Iron.
They were 14-3 against Montgomery YMCA.
The Wetumpka Athletic Club.
So,
that's good to know.
14-3.
We need to bring these old clubs back. And we should make a whole conference with these clubs.
The Weagle Conference?
That is where the
WAC.
The Weagle Athletic Conference comes back.
Not this again.
Holy cow. Auburn lost to the Columbus YMCA in 1910, 44-8.
This is just too good.
We have a winning record against Montgomery YMCA, so that's all I care about.
Nashville Athletic Club, Auburn won 36-34.
Oh, that was a close one.
This was before shot clocks, though, and 3-point lines.
So the Great Depression time.
Well, let's head to...
When they weren't peddling for bread, they were playing basketball at the Y.
Wow.
Locations are unknown. They play these just on some street ball court.
Probably. They probably played... Well...
Auburn beat
so
Camp
crazy.
Benning. They don't respect the troops.
Camp Benning, which I assume is Fort Benning now?
Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah.
But let's head to a quick commercial break. And the sum of the segment in general, Kentucky was responsible for the downfall of the Soviet Union.
Yeah, basically.
And Auburn has a very bad history.
Until Putin hears this and he brings him back over to beat Kentucky.
When Auburn showed up the Rupp, and then Auburn and Kentucky are getting ready to tip, and then the lights go out, and the Soviet Union disappears. And it's like, oh no.
It gets really cold in there all of a sudden.
All right, let's head to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll drop the Soviet Union talk, and we'll go straight into more sports on the other side of the break. You're watching and listening to Extra Point here on WEGL 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What? No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm gonna do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time.
What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
So you're giving up? Just like that?
Giving up on what?
On getting an inheritance from a distant relative.
Don't you think if there were a billionaire in the family, we'd know about it by now?
Listen to me. We are one phone call away from riding horses on our own private polo grounds. One call from christening yachts, having a butler, using summer as a verb.
How do you figure?
Look, everyone's got a rich uncle somewhere. It's statistics. So the best thing you can do is just prepare for the inevitable.
Right, which is why I thought maybe it would be smart to take control of my finances. You know, start using a budget, get out of debt, set some retirement goals.
Budgets? Debt? You watch your mouth. Retirement shouldn't be a goal for us. It should be a way of life.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council. Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I improved my credit score.
You're kidding, right?
No.
How are we supposed to be the bad boys of electro-synth pop if you're out there being responsible? The band is about to be discovered. This is our year.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while now.
You think anyone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was worried about their credit score?
I never really thought that
Of course they weren't. Rock stars aren't supposed to think about that kind of stuff. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, write aggressively sensitive power ballads, start questionable fashion trends, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
All right, I thought maybe it was time to take control of my finances, you know? Start using a budget, get out of debt, set some goals.
A budget? Debt? Set some goals? Listen, I knew that we'd have our creative differences, but I was hoping they'd involve a little more scandal.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
The following is a production of WEGL 91.1 FM.
That ball is gone! It's a walk-off home run for Stephen Williams!
WEGL Sports,
The Tigers are headed to the College World Series!
where every
Touchdown Auburn! Zakoby McClain!
game
They're not gonna keep him off the field tonight! Holy cow!
lives. And welcome back inside the Extra Point here on WEGL 911 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio. It's Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman.
Trade.
Oops, hold up.
No.
Headband Samir.
I have the same one.
There you go. Hold up. There we go. Look at that right there. Cool sticker.
Thank you to Jared's friend.
Shout out to Jared's friend. High quality.
Do we have to pay him? Or does he have to pay
No.
Samir?
No. Not allowed to sell them. NCAA stuff.
I was about to say.
But,
Oh, wait. The little Samir is separate from the little headband Samir part.
yeah, they printed it weird.
How am I supposed to keep them together?
Yeah, you don't know. But
Tough. We'll figure it out.
thank you for tuning to Extra Point on WEGL 911 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio. Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. You got to call in. You can at 334-844-9345. That is 334-844-9345 to join the show. Or ask a question on our live stream on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube. Let's get into some stories that have come through in the studio in the past about 45 minutes. The big one from The Athletic and now coming in from the Boston Herald. So The Athletic says strong buzz at the Combine is that Tom Brady won't return to the Patriots and will be the first quarterback domino to fall. And then, just coming to the studio just a minute ago from the Boston Herald, the Patriots still haven't reached out to Tom Brady yet, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, I believe it was an ESPN report. Let me get his name. Adam Schefter tweeted about him. He said he'd be shocked if he didn't return to the New England Patriots.
If he did or didn't?
He would not be shocked if he did. Jeff Darlington said, "I'm now at the point where I would be stunned if Tom Brady went back to New England."
What does this mean?
Did you not see the Hulu commercial?
Yes, I seen the Hulu commercial. But, like,
okay, so
why would Tom Brady leave?
Wait, what did you say that Schefter said, Jake? Because I thought you said that Schefter.
He reported so Jeff Darlington was on Get Up this morning and said on there that I'm now at the point where I would be stunned if Tom Brady went back to New England.
And then Adam Schefter said
he tweeted it.
Oh. Huh. I don't know why he would leave. However, there are teams out there that are more than capable of taking him in and being successful. The Colts and Chargers among them.
The Colts, I know, have been rumored to be the landing destination for Phillip Rivers.
Have you not heard the conspiracy theory that Bill Belichick threw the Eagles Super Bowl because he had beef with Tom Brady and Robert Kraft?
Because of what happened with Jimmy G.
Because he wanted to keep Jimmy G and Jacoby Brissett, but Robert Kraft made him trade him because Tom Brady's like a son to him.
I've never believed that rumor simply because Belichick
he's petty.
But he is petty, but he's also so much about business and about
Bill Belichick's going to leave, and he's going to get another team.
Like the combine. Everybody was at the combine, and Belichick is like in Kentucky scouting a player in the rain, while everyone else is at the combine in Indianapolis. That's just Belichick is so much about business. I don't believe he's that petty, or petty enough to lose a Super Bowl because of it. But
so I guess now this is the actual discussion. Where does Tom Brady land?
Chargers or Colts, in my opinion.
No.
They both need a quarterback.
I'd see Titans, Raiders, or Chargers, not the Colts. Colts are not.
Wait. Time out. What did you say?
Titans, Raiders, or who?
Chargers.
I thought he said Ravens. I was about to literally.
I was talking about the Colts. I think the Chargers is fine, but the Colts is no.
The Colts need a quarterback.
But they're not going to get Tom Brady because they're going after Phillip Rivers.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody. Look, it's like a LeBron thing.
I'd rather have neither of them.
Phillip Rivers is cool and all, but everybody would drop Phillip Rivers. That means they could get Tom Brady.
Exactly. That's
kind of how that works.
I mean,
Brady has a rivalry with. Somewhat of a rivalry with the Colts.
There's no such thing as a rivalry with the Colts and the Patriots. It's like saying Auburn and
he
Kentucky.
He had a rivalry with Peyton Manning. He didn't care about the Colts.
That's like saying how Auburn and Kentucky have a rivalry in basketball.
Why did he cheat
ain't no
against them
rivalry.
Why
That's a one-sided beat down.
I don't know, because he wanted to win.
That's been better recently.
I think that. Dave, you said the Titans?
Mm-hmm.
No, I like the Titans.
They have Mike Vrabel.
They do have Mike Vrabel.
They run an offense that he could run.
They have a great team. That's true.
Even though they have Ryan Tannehill, they could get 1 year of Brady.
I think it is in their best interest to keep Tannehill and not worry about Brady.
They're going to try to sign Tannehill.
But I mean, if they sign Tannehill, they're not going to be able to sign Brady either.
But if you can sign the best quarterback ever, arguably, would you pass that up? It's like signing LeBron. Obviously, not the exact same, but similar idea.
LeBron is still giving him 27, 10, and 8.
Thank you, Alex. It's not like I just kind of gave that same thing.
Floyd said he loves you.
I know he does.
Just wanted to let you know.
I just don't understand why he would leave the Patriots.
It doesn't make sense, but
beef.
I don't necessarily believe that, but I think he just wants to change the scenery before he ends.
For some guys, it may not be. It may just be. I just want to change things up.
Because it seems like every player that stays with one team for a long time, they're just like, oh man, I want to start my career here and finish it here. Brady might not be like that. He might be like, man, I'm sick of New England. New England sucks. So
they're also not giving him the money he wants.
I feel like he should learn from the example of Brett Favre, man. Just stick with your team. Don't go to the Jets and then go to the Vikings for 1 year until you choke in the NFC Championship game and then be terrible the next year.
I kind of think that I agree with that because I think if he had done this 10 years ago, or even maybe like 6 or 7, then he would have been fine. But here at this point, he might have a really bad last few years just because he's having to adjust at such an old age.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's just, I don't know why he wants to keep playing because I don't think he's going to win a Super Bowl again because the Ravens and the Chiefs are not going to lose to him when they play. So I don't know what there's left for him to do, and I don't know why he feels the need to continue to play. His legacy's established. He's the greatest of all time. He has the numbers. He has the accolades. He has the simple ability. He has everything about it. I don't know what there is left for him and why he is insisting on returning, especially because regardless of what you say, he has gotten worse.
Oh, yeah.
Not so much worse, not like Brett Favre at the end of his career worse, or Manning in his last year, or I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks. Who were quarterbacks who at the end of their career were just Marino in his last year was not great. And had that awful playoff game to end his career. But
Now, even though I'm a Colts fan and I do not care a lick about Tom Brady, can his last year be attributed to the fact that he probably had the worst offense he's had around him in quite a while?
Well, yes, that is the case, but
I'm not trying to defend him, but
he also did not look great at times. It wasn't the numbers are attributed to the lack of offense, but there's a lot of times where like there was that throw that they set up to Edelman where he had Edelman running in stride. Edelman had to stop in his tracks to catch it because Brady threw it as hard as he could, and he still couldn't get it that far down the field. His arm strength is disappearing on him game by game. I think the numbers are because of the team, but I think when you watched him, he did not look great either.
He needs some copper fit.
That's why I like the Titans idea, though, is because when he's not on his A game, they do it anyway. They can rely on Derrick Henry.
It's true. That's what they already. Yeah, you're right. I will say that I think that is the best fit for him. I just don't think he's going to go there.
What a punch in the face of the Titans by the Titans if they go and get Tom Brady after Tannehill. Led them to?
It's like
but he threw for like 86 yards and.
No, it's true. Tannehill wasn't but he was doing better than Mariota.
Yeah.
So.
I was.
Who's another quarterback that's been dealing with that thing where they just keep getting replaced? Who was that? There's somebody in the league that's been replaced by like. Is it Case Keenum?
Tony Romo did that happen to him.
Well, that was only like once.
What are you asking?
Drew Bledsoe.
Like quarterbacks that have just there's like
they keep
Josh Rosen.
They keep getting starting positions.
Josh Rosen. That was it. That was.
It was going to happen to him in game.
That was exactly what I was looking for. Just like it's like okay, just can't get an opportunity there. Can't get an opportunity there. Also, just he was like Case Keenum's the same thing. Like he was.
Case Keenum was never really a starter.
But he was a starter for the Vikings. They went to the ASG Championship game. And they're like, nope, we found somebody else.
I mean,
then he goes to the Broncos. Then they drafted somebody else. Then he goes to the Redskins and they draft a quarterback.
I'm trying to remember.
That's
Didn't Case Keenum have his breakout season with the Chiefs? Is that what that was?
The Vikings.
No. Their breakout season with the Chiefs.
Who had their season with the Chiefs and then left? It was somebody.
Alex Smith?
No.
He was there for like 8 years, though. So.
No, Nick Foles with the Chiefs, or?
Nick Foles was with the Chiefs, but I don't think he did anything.
Really? Just saying he was. He was with the Chiefs as a backup for like 2 years. Nick Foles has been with like 6
teams. Stuff's crazy.
I want to say Case Keenum was with the Chiefs.
Nick Foles has been with 1, 2, 3, 4 teams. The Chiefs for a single year.
Case
He's with the Broncos.
Who?
Broncos.
Case Keenum?
Yeah. Because he.
But his breakout season with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look at his face. He even looks sad on his Wikipedia page.
I like Case Keenum. Everybody hates on him, but I really do like Case Keenum.
He was fun in college. Now he's annoying.
Let's see. Houston in
As a
2012.
Redskins fan, he is in fact annoying.
That Viking season was just awesome.
Yeah? Okay. He's never been in one place like Houston 2012, 2013, St. Louis 2014, Houston 2014, 2015, 2016 with the Rams, 2017 with Vikings, 2018 with Broncos, 2019 Redskins.
And in 2 of those cases, or 3 of those cases, he was replaced. In L.A., they get Goff. In Minnesota, Kirk, Denver, they're like, we're drafting somebody else. And the Redskins, they also drafted somebody else. So, yeah, I mean, that's the best I can think of in terms of example. The same thing seems to be happening with Nick Foles. You know, he goes, and then it's like, oh, I'm great. But nope, we want Carson Wentz. Then goes to Jacksonville, it's like, Minshew Mania, dude. Which, I mean, yeah, who doesn't believe in Minshew Mania? So, there's that. But
It got a little annoying.
No, I didn't.
I know who I was thinking about. In award number 7, which I believe Case Keenum used to wear.
Case
That's why I got
Keenum used to wear.
confused.
Who is it?
Matt Castle. I was thinking about Matt Castle.
He didn't have his breakout year with the Chiefs. He had his breakout year with the Patriots, and then the
went to
Chiefs signed him to a bunch of money, and then they sucked.
Yeah, he got the
were
bag
bad.
though.
No, he did.
He got the bag.
Because, like, I'm going to look at that right now because, like, they signed him and they signed Larry Johnson, like, these huge contracts. And then the Chiefs were just awful for, like, ever.
Alex, my point about the Minshew Mania thing, there was a page I follow on Instagram, like a big one. They changed their whole, like, marketing to Minshew Mania, and they just kept posting about Gardner Minshew, which got a little annoying after the first 2 days of it.
Okay, so
Just saying.
That's fair. Okay, so can we talk about this Matt Castle thing though? So Matt Castle, 21-11 with the Patriots that 1 year.
I just realized I'm 3 months older than Patrick Mahomes.
Whoa. Dang.
You are a boomer.
I could be MVP.
Boomer alert. Boomer alert.
Anyway, so
shout out to Pat.
Matt Castle, 21-11 with the Patriots. He's like, all right, signs big contract with the Chiefs.
I'm 3 months younger than Patrick Mahomes. There we go.
Chiefs, he throws 16-16. It's like bad. Then the next year, he throws 27-7. Then he doesn't even come close to that for the rest of his career. He also threw under 50% completion percentage. Wow, this is tough. Rest in peace, Matt. Matt Castle was on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams.
Don't forget about Matt Flynn. He had his breakout game with the Packers, and then he did nothing ever.
Yep, he had that. It was the year
5
the
touchdown
Packers were
game.
15-1, and they put him into the last game against the Lions, and he and Matt Stafford threw like 1 million touchdowns. And then, they drafted Russell Wilson. Wow, that was bad. What are you putting on the? What does that say?
Jared's a boomer.
Jared is in fact a boomer. Jared, you're old. We talked about this.
He loses its meaning.
Like Jared, when Jacob was talking about all those old games, I was about to ask you if you had been there.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nah, I'm sorry. I was texting somebody. What?
Oh, wait, a boomer knowing how to text.
Whoa. When Jared was when Jacob was talking about all those old games, I was going to ask you if you'd witnessed those.
You seem to have some knowledge on a few of them.
You do. Talking about the
Which
Soviet
ones?
Union. Were you alive in the 70s for the Cold War?
Well, considering that, let's see, the last game I played in 91, I was born 4 years later. I mean, I was close to those.
Whoa.
I was born 10 years later.
I was born 9.
Jacob?
8 years.
Yeah.
Wow. We got a baby on the show.
Correlates. What?
Me.
Yes, I was about to say. I was referring to Jacob. I was like, what? That doesn't even make any sense.
You were an ugly baby, weren't you?
Whoa.
Actually, yeah, I have a picture. You want to see it?
Here we go.
It is. I think it's a scary picture. My mom says it's not. Y'all can go about your business. Let me find it.
So
let's go to break. Oh God, here it is.
I want to see it.
That's a scary picture. That's a scary picture.
I want to see it.
You can put it up to the camera.
It looks like you're.
Looks like I'm like mad.
It looks like you just got arrested for murder.
Do you have a baby mugshot, newborn mugshot?
Oh my goodness, look at that.
My mom says it's a good picture of me.
Holy crap.
I know. I hate that picture.
You an ugly baby.
I was actually pretty cute, baby. This is just a bad picture.
I won't say he's ugly, but that picture.
I'm gonna say you ugly.
Man,
Jared, let's see you as a baby.
Jared, I don't even want to see Jared as a baby.
I have some other young pictures of me. I'll find.
Hold up, I
got that turkey leg photo.
Hold up, let me find.
You just look wasted in that picture.
Hey, Disney was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Oh, there's a picture of me with a buzz cut.
This
Jared?
is peak performance, America.
Oh,
this is peak.
My mom just texted me and said that is a cute picture. So.
No.
No, it's not, Mom.
Hey, at least we know Kelly.
That's in her office. That is in her office. And it's just
Seriously?
like on top of her thing, like staring down at her.
Man, what?
It's creepy.
Come on.
There you go, Jared.
That's better, but you look dirty.
It's hair.
Is it? Oh, that after
A
a
buzz
haircut?
cut, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to find a picture of myself.
Oh yeah, actually. There you go.
That one's better.
That's a very ugly picture.
I like that one.
I don't
Oh
think.
my gosh, that looks so much like you. My cousin. That's hilarious.
There you go, Jared. That kind of supports your claim. That. What's my mom say? Send me a picture.
Which one are you?
The one with the yellow vest.
Oh.
Jared, we still need to get a break.
There you go, Jared. My mom sent me that just now.
I can't find a picture of me.
Man, Jared, come on.
I don't have baby photos lined up. Okay.
I don't know why I have this
evidently
many.
does.
I only have like 3, Alex.
Let's go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more Extra Point here on WEGL 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I improved my credit score.
You're kidding, right?
No.
How are we supposed to be the bad boys of electro-synth pop if you're out there being responsible? The band is about to be discovered. This is our year.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while now.
You think anyone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was worried about their credit score?
I never really thought that
Of course they weren't. Rock stars aren't supposed to think about that kind of stuff. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, write aggressively sensitive power ballads, start questionable fashion trends, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
All right. I thought maybe it was time to take control of my finances, you know? Start using a budget, get out of debt, set some goals.
A budget? Debt? Set some goals? Listen, I knew that we'd have our creative differences, but I was hoping they'd involve a little more scandal.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cool time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Why they wanna move like that? Where you want
And welcome back inside the Extra Point here on WEG on 911 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillon joining me in the studio. It's Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. As
the show goes off the rails once again.
Okay, I couldn't find a baby picture of myself, but I did find one of kindergarten.
Can I see it?
That's close enough, right? You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my!
Little Jared.
Jared rocking the chair, rocking the
cross.
the crucifix. I like it, Jared.
I would have thought back then.
You have all.
I'm trying to figure out what that shirt is that you're wearing.
Probably FUBU.
FUBU?
We won't get into that discussion right now.
I'll pass it around.
Yeah.
Jared with the missing teeth.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the break.
Tooth Fairy came and visited Jared.
Hey, that's my dad's name. But yeah, that's the earliest I could find. Outside of that, yeah.
My mom's trying to justify that picture still to me.
You got to give her props. She's committed.
She said you were very. She said you were very photogenic. Mom, that picture is not. Nope. Stop.
Hey, the lava lamp's kicking back.
Hey,
again.
Hey, Mama can take you. Mama can bring you in this world. She can take you out too. Just remember that.
I'm thankful that my parents have never actually said that line to me because I don't know what I'd do. I'd be so scared.
My mama doesn't say the line.
I'd laugh.
She doesn't
honestly.
say the line. She doesn't say anything. But I know what that's what that means.
They give you that look, and it's like expressed. Yeah.
My mama.
We should all post our baby pictures on, like, Instagram for Weagle and say who is the cutest baby picture.
Put out another poll. Because the last poll didn't go up for Jacob.
That's great.
We could do that. We could have some fun.
That'd be funny. I'm a cute baby, so.
Okay, Alex.
I was bald. I was born with hair, and that hair fell out in like 2 days.
Okay.
That was
you
whack.
said you're a cute baby, but in that 5 seconds, I think you just
you sound like one of those cats that are no hair.
I was a hairless cat.
Oh man.
Well, that's what I'm about to write.
Can we talk about sports again?
Yeah. The NBA.
Let's go NBA.
I mean, is there anything else?
No, not really. Unless you want to talk about baby pictures again.
I mean, I'm not.
There was that baby picture of Trey. It looks just like he does today.
Wait, of Trae Young?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he is like 16 in my head.
Alex said it himself, so I can't get in trouble for putting this.
I want to ask a question to the group about the NBA. So is Giannis on pace to have one of the top 10 seasons ever?
Yes.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, he's going to have the highest. If he keeps it up, he's going to have the highest PER of all time, which, of course, is not an automatic stat.
While
but a
also
good
averaging
stat.
30.
While also doing it in under 30 minutes.
Yes.
So it is the best season of all time? Or one of the best?
One of them, yeah.
Yes, okay. Just wanted to check
On
that
a
with the
good
group.
team.
However, Davis is biased, so I'll ask the other two.
They just agreed with me.
Yeah.
Jared didn't say anything. Ah, there goes Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears.
So, Jared, what do you think?
I got to go fix it.
I feel like that was never in question.
Yeah. And
especially backing up what he did last year. I know it
however,
shouldn't come into effect, but
will his performance in the playoffs negatively affect the outlook on the season if he pulls? I mean, he didn't play great last year. So will that affect it? He's going to win the MVP, but doesn't matter. I mean, should it still affect it?
I don't see it being as bad in the playoffs as it was last year this year, personally. But I am biased.
I guess it depends on the matchup for me. Like if they get stuck playing someone like if they had to play the Raptors.
Nobody really has a Giannis stopper though.
When do they do MVP voting again? Is it right after season ends?
Before the playoffs.
Before the playoffs?
But yeah, but they don't present it to like after the playoffs, I'm pretty sure.
Then yeah, he's probably gonna run away with it.
No, he's gonna win the MVP. That I don't think that's even in doubt. I think that in terms of the outlook, like Wilt's seasons were never looked at as fondly because of the fact that he could never beat Russell, and like, Harden's MVP season and Westbrook's MVP seasons are not looked at as fondly as others because of the fact that he could not win in the playoffs and because of struggles in a certain way or another. And I'm just saying that. I wonder if Giannis's playoff performance could affect the perception.
Yeah.
That
What team in the East has a Giannis stopper though?
Well, I mean
the Raptors.
Who?
Like you talking about an individual player?
I'm talking about a player. I'm not talking about how they'll clog up.
That's not what's ever stopped Giannis.
No, let me talk. I'm not talking about them clogging up the lanes. The reason.
So you're not talking about the way teams stop Giannis. You're talking about something that the point with Giannis and what's been so confusing about him.
The reason the Raptors beat him was that they clogged the lanes, yes, but they also had Kawhi to clamp up Giannis too.
But what's the strange thing about Giannis that has confused people is that there's never been, it seems to be, a true player that has been able to consistently stop him. It's been the fact that it's been team defense to stop him, which is the case.
Yes, but it also helps when you have someone that can slow him down at the perimeter as well by themselves.
That's true, and I think that.
And what team has that?
I mean, the Raptors are the closest I could think of. I think Siakam is capable, because of his size, is a capable defender.
I was going to say, there's nobody can. You don't stop Giannis.
You devise a game plan to slow him down, and the Raptors did that last year, and the Raptors could do it again.
But right now, the
Celtics did that for a bit. During that, of course, in the series was a mess because the Celtics did play terrible, but they did it with like Al Horford. And Al Horford is by no metric a Giannis stopper. He's a slow, old combo forward. I don't even know what position he's like.
You act like he doesn't clamp up Joel Embiid. Is one of the better big defenders in the league.
But you were talking about also at the perimeter, and Al Horford is not a great perimeter defender. He's a great inside defender. But again, his perimeter ability did not matter in that because
I think this is the point. This is the point.
Giannis has.
You're not going to stop Giannis. Giannis is going to get his 25, 30 points, 10 rebounds. He's going to get it no matter what you do. It's everybody else you got to worry about.
They have George Hill, who is the best three-point shooter in the league right now. Chris Middleton, who is shooting 50, 40, 90, or scoring 20 points on 50, 40, 90. They have Eric Bledsoe, who has, while stats don't look that amazing, he's still one of the heavy contributors for the team. Brook Lopez, who's heating up. Robin Lopez. Giannis, Brook, and Robin Lopez have like 3 most blocks per game or something like that. It's some crazy. I'll have to find it. That just those 3 are dominating on defense down low.
Are we talking they have the 3 most combined?
No. They're each on there. So I'm like, let me find it.
Robin Lopez is at 1.2.
Let me find it.
Ooh. He's a 0.7.
Oh my goodness, Alex.
What?
Let me find it. It's a real stat. I'm not making it up to sound cool. Huh? Huh?
Whoa.
My name's Alex. I like to contradict Davis.
Well, to be fair, sometimes Davis, you contradict yourself out there, so it's not all me.
So, let's head to a break. And when we come back,
I found the stat. I'm looking for it right now.
we'll have that stat, I guess. You're watching and listening to the Extra Point Therapy Session here on WEGL 9211 and Eagle Eye TV.
The skills you can develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you an edge in the high-tech job market of tomorrow. The Guard offers career training to take advantage of your skills in science, technology, engineering, and math that can help give you a leg up to a high-paying and rewarding STEM profession. Gain practical experience with emerging technology and equipment not found in the civilian world. The Army National Guard can get you started in an array of STEM-related career fields such as information technology, communication systems, special forces engineers, technical engineering, air traffic control, and chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear science. Get a head start on your career in an exciting new field while earning money to pay for college, all while serving in your own community. Log on to NationalGuard.com or talk to a recruiter in your area to learn about all of the STEM career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard. Sponsored by the Alabama Army National Guard. Aired by the Alabama Broadcasters Association and this station.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists? Or get the skills to work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? And do you want to reach your goals fast? You can do it and take your life to the next level in the Air National Guard. Because you serve part-time, you do it in a way that works for you. You can achieve your career and educational goals with plenty of time for family and friends. The Air Guard offers nearly 200 career specialties, so you'll get the high-tech skills you need to kick your career into high gear. You can also be eligible for college tuition assistance. The best part is, in the Air Guard, you'll be making a real difference by serving your community and country. So get your future off the ground in the Air National Guard. Call the Alabama Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGO-ANG or visit goang.com/AL.
And welcome back inside Extra Point here on WEGL 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dillard. Joining me in the studio is Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. I'm going to let y'all go at it.
My mom just texted me and said, there's that old married couple.
Hey! That old married couple.
Shout out to Jacob's mom for being correct.
It's no longer me and Carter. Me and Carter kind of got like a divorce.
I was going to say, that's not a married couple anymore.
Yeah, it's like, we're kind of tame now. But you know what? We went to counseling and we're
I was gonna say y'all needed that divorce.
Yeah,
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta stop.
He got the kids, because I don't want them kids. I got the house, though. Continue.
I mean, you didn't have to get so defensive when I criticized the Bucks. They're not a perfect. There is no perfect
I'm just saying.
team.
This is a real stat. You acting like I made it up.
Well, I know, but that's a stat that I wasn't even really talking about. I was talking about Giannis's ability on offense and team's ability to stop him. And you're like, well, Brook Lopez, Robin Lopez, and Giannis are the best shot blockers in the league. So, and I
don't think it was that big of a jump.
It was though.
I pivoted to also talk about their defense.
I'm not disagreeing.
And then
that
I
this
mentioned
team
that
is
stat
great.
though.
This team is a great team. I've said that. They've got all the records to prove it.
I was trying to tell you an interesting stat.
And it is an interesting stat. I don't even know if that was measured or how that's measured, but it is fascinating.
They just look at opponent field goal percentage.
But I think that it is for the Bucks, the idea is that they want the Celtics to beat the Raptors because I would bet more on Brad Stevens' lack of defensive. I would rather play Brad Stevens design defense, especially considering the Celtics do not have a big. They don't. Then I would rather play the Raptors.
Bigs don't matter. That's why the Rockets are going to win it all.
How well the Bucks played against the Raptors the other night, I'm not that worried.
Well, but Giannis himself did not play that great the other night.
And the team still showed up and beat him.
The team did, but again, this is in a 7-game series. Is that always going to happen? I don't know.
I'm not worried, personally.
I'm saying that that's the one team I would be concerned about. The rest of the East, I'm not even worried about it because the East is awful. And at the end of the day, I don't think the Celtics really stand a chance against the Bucks, in my opinion. They don't have any bigs. They are inconsistent across the board with the exception of Tatum lately. So I don't think there's anybody. And the Sixers, they may win their 3 games at home, but they will not win on the road. They're just not allowed to do that. Plus, Ben Simmons, we don't know where he is right now in terms of his injury. And Joel Embiid's also injured, apparently. So there's that.
Yes. He's going to have an MRI on his shoulder today. And it does not look good for the Sixers right now. They are, when I say free fall, that's not even close to what they're doing.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Thing is am I the only one that's been on the fire Brett Brown train for like a couple years now? I just feel like he's
you're not.
For a couple years? They just got good a couple years ago.
No, but like I've always felt that he was not the right coach, and then like it just feels like it keeps getting worse.
I've been calling for him to be fired too. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, I don't.
Actually, I'm fine with him staying coaching them because it means the Sixers are going to be worse.
That's true. It means the Sixers are a bad team in the East, which in the case of the Bucks is good. But I don't know. I feel
I've
like
also
he's one of the problems.
called for the Thunder coach to be fired when they had Paul George and Russell Westbrook, and they couldn't do anything. But I guess they're doing okay now. So
Billy Donovan can't work with stars. He has to work with because that thing is coming from college as a college coach. You're not dealing with stars. You're dealing with a roster. It's a lot of rotations and and I guess he just didn't know how to handle that.
But above all, I want Jim Boylan fired.
I think most people do.
You were defending Jim Boylan at one time.
At one time I was, but
just saying.
I'm allowed to change my mind.
Jim Boylan's terrible.
Speaking of Jim Boylan,
I feel bad for Zach LaVine.
Good transition.
Yeah, there we go.
I got you, Jared.
So there's a viral video clip of Zach LaVine from Tuesday night.
It's been happening very often, stuff like this with him.
Yeah, LaVine was spotted on camera saying, quote, I have explicit
40 points
to someone on the sideline before drilling a deep 3 from the logo, which, by the way, I mean, that's some big talk right there. First of all, great move by LaVine. I got 40 points, and then I'm going to pull up.
I got 40 points and just drains it.
And he also, the other day, after Jim Boylan called a timeout when they're down 10, he went, why do you call a timeout? 30 seconds left, down 10. Like, he said that on the court.
And the Bulls are one of those teams where, I don't think they're, great, but I think they could get an 8 seed if they could just
get a better coach?
Put it together, yeah. They need something. I mean, where are they at right now? They're 30.5 games back of first. They're 6 games. They're 6 games out from the Magic, but they've lost. They're 1-9 in their last 10. So they were fine. A couple
relatively fine.
Yeah, they were relatively fine. And then talk about falling off a cliff.
The Bulls, they're.
And I keep saying that the Sixers have fallen off a cliff, but no way look at the Heat, who are 3-7 in their last 10.
They can't finish games.
They can't win on the road either.
But Jim Boylan's basically just a high school coach in my eyes. He runs the players into the ground to try to discipline them, but they're adults, so they don't listen to him.
It's bad.
And here's your daily update as we look into the Western Conference standings, the 8 seed. The Grizzlies look behind them, and look at that. It's Melo time.
Melo.
They coming. You better watch out. Dame and Melo about to come in.
I do not want to see the Blazers get the 8th seed. I really don't. No, because first of all, if the Pelicans get the 8th seed, you get a better story for Pelicans-Lakers. One thing. And two, if the Blazers play the Lakers, they're going to get swept in 4, and they're going to allow 140 points a game because they can't play defense.
The problem with the Pelicans-Lakers is all we would hear about is LeBron versus Zion forever.
Well, yeah.
That's one gripe with it.
To be fair, the Pelicans allow more points per game this season than the Trailblazers do.
They do?
Yeah. 2 points.
Wow. I feel stupid.
You should.
Yikes.
That's awkward for all parties involved.
You're the only party involved in this.
Huh. Well, I guess my point was the only reason that occurs, in my opinion, would be because the Pelicans don't really have a big. The Blazers have Hassan Whiteside, but the Pelicans' big is Jackson Hayes or Derek Favors. So
sure.
I don't know. It's just it feels like there are 3 guys, Melo, McCollum, and Lillard, don't play defense. And I was thinking the fact that those guys may score 30, but they also allow 38.
Dame got dollars. He don't need to play defense.
It's Dame time.
It's Dame time and Melo time.
I'm just saying, if the Blazers don't make the playoffs and the Thunder do after Lillard supposedly ended the franchise, that's awkward.
Lillard tweeted about that the other day.
He did. He's talking about how butthurt Thunder fans were, how much it affected them still, and I was like, well,
how many years Lillard got on his contract?
I don't know. I'll check.
I gotta feel like he's not gonna be there for much
It's like
longer.
3.
I don't know why he. Thing is, I don't know why he would stay.
I think he's going to.
Let me see.
All right, well, like I'm gonna be honest, I like Lillard and I like Melo. But other than that, I don't know why I'm staying in Portland.
TJ McCollum.
Okay, there's TJ.
Yusuf Nurkic.
They can just go team up somewhere else.
He signed a 5-year extension in 2015 that goes through the 2021 season, so he'll be a free agent not this upcoming year, but the next.
Dame on the move.
I mean,
Anthony Simons,
unless they
Nasir
fix
Little.
it.
You keep naming names, but after TJ McCollum, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm saying these are all players on the Blazers that are good or can be good.
I mean, Dame can easily be on the move, and we could see him in.
He's not going to go anywhere, I don't think.
The Blazers are a poor case of a team like the Knicks from the 90s, or a team that just, they competed.
Dame
but
time in New York? I'm just playing. Put that
nobody's touching New York with a 1,000-foot pole. Isn't that the phrase?
It's a 10-foot pole, but go off.
Yeah, but I mean, you can go say more. What do you mean?
Imagine how hard that pole would be to use.
Yeah,
think about that. It'd be like bending.
You could see it bend.
It'd break.
What if Golden State said no to Giannis and said we're just gonna go get Dame?
That doesn't.
That would be
after
move.
they got rid of D'Angelo Russell for a reason, because he doesn't fit.
Dame time.
No, it's not Dame time.
For every team, we're just gonna say Dame time.
what the Warriors need to do
Bucks,
is
Dame time.
They need to get a big, which is why signing Giannis is probably in their best interest. But
they're not going to get Giannis.
They're not. They're not going to get him, but they're going to throw everything they have at him.
Every single team is vying for Giannis.
Giannis with the two best shooters of all time, and Andrew Wiggins, that team would score 140 a game.
Who's gonna be off the bench?
Doesn't matter if their starting lineup scores 90.
D'Angelo Purefo may actually come off the bench for the Warriors.
Situation.
D'Angelo
Purefoy's opponent shooting percentage is probably like 80.
Braid D'Angelo.
That's true. Braided D'Angelo is mildly better than not braided D'Angelo. So watch out, boys.
You better hope he doesn't hear all this, Alex. He's gonna block you on Twitter and Instagram.
He probably agrees.
I was about to say. I was gonna say something about how he would be able to block me on Instagram, but he can't block anybody's shot. But I don't think it wasn't any good anyway. So.
We're gonna head to a quick commercial
Just
break.
through your alley, you wouldn't noop it. Come on, man.
D'Angelo cannot block Alex on Twitter.
What? Oh yeah, because
he doesn't have a Twitter. D'Angelo doesn't have a Twitter.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
You basically don't have a Twitter at this rate.
I don't have one either. So I've got -4 followers.
You're watching. Let's Extra Point here.
Every day you give people 4 followers.
91.1.
All-Star game.
Hey, Davis, you didn't follow me back, you jerk. Follow me back.
But then you'd have the same amount of followers.
No, I would have 4. Follow me back.
Look, I'll do the math.
We're going to a quick
I don't
commercial
want to give
break.
you the satisfaction of having the same amount.
Leave him. Let him go.
We're going to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more Extra Point here on WG 911 and Eagle Eye TV.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I improved my credit score.
You're kidding, right?
No.
How are we supposed to be the bad boys of electro synth pop if you're out there being responsible? The band is about to be discovered. This is our year.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while now.
You think anyone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was worried about their credit score?
I never really thought that.
Of course they weren't. Rock stars aren't supposed to think about that kind of stuff. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, write aggressively sensitive power ballads, start questionable fashion trends, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
All right. I thought maybe it was time to take control of my finances, Start using a budget, get out of debt, set some goals.
A budget? Debt? Set some goals? Listen, I knew that we'd have our creative differences, but I was hoping they'd involve a little more scandal.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And welcome back inside Extra Point here on WEG on 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV. Hello, everybody. Jared Dilton joining me in the studio. It's Alex Houston, Davis Carroll, and Jacob Hillman. 15 minutes to go until we're done for the week, at least until we get to Sunday. Which
for real. Word.
Yeah, when we have the Extra Point live on location at Campus Rec from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., breaking down our Kentucky game.
And the game is at 5, and it's only an hour, right?
Yes.
All right.
You got somewhere to be, Alex?
Yeah.
Where you got to be? You got a hot date?
No.
We already knew that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know why you're asking this question, Jared.
Setting you up.
He's getting kind of defensive.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, you have a hot date? I mean, hey, what's up,
Hey.
man?
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
What's
listen,
up?
put your hand down.
Dang.
Oh.
Jerry, you got me?
I got you.
Hey.
I
Thank
got
you.
I got you every day except for Sunday.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Jared, I swear, if you tear my ACL.
I'm not going to tear your ACL.
Jared, I feel like if you're going to injure anybody, I have the best chance of getting injured. I'm not happy with that.
No, you wouldn't. You would be at the top of the list. I know who's at the top of that list.
Who is at the top of the list? Is it me?
No, it ain't any of y'all.
No, it's not that I'm at the top of the list. I have the best chance of getting re-injured is what I'm saying.
You got bad knees?
I got a bad ankle.
He just has bad legs, man. It's just he skipped leg day.
No, it's just that one time I hurt my ankle really bad playing basketball. I had to wear a boot for a while, and then I hurt it again playing basketball.
Sounds like it didn't heal correctly.
Yeah, it's still swollen, so it probably didn't.
You may want to...
I'm not worried about
I
it.
mean, not want to talk about that too much. When Carter finds out and takes a bat to your ankle.
Carter's just...
That's a tech. That's a... He gets thrown out of the game for that.
Carter's like, I thought this was football. And then
See,
just
not
tackles.
during the game. He would do it in the parking lot when you're walking to the wreck. And Carter just runs behind you, just takes out your ankle.
I thought me and Carter were cool.
I don't think Carter's cool with anybody.
I was about to say that.
Carter put everybody on blast.
That's true. Carter just leaves the group chat once every, week.
They would never add him back.
No.
No, I'll do it now.
He'd probably appreciate not being added back, but
No, I'll add him back.
It's too late.
Let's see. Extra point.
Jared wants to harass him.
Extra point, extra point, extra point. There it is.
He'll just make fun of somebody in there, and then he'll just won't say anything else.
He'll be like, I hate all of you, and then he'll just leave.
Good old Carter. What would you do?
All right, he's back.
Yay.
But
excitement.
Yeah, the Extra Point All-Star Game. With your favorite personalities, suit up, and they'll be playing basketball on Sunday, 5 o'clock. And that game will be broadcasted, live play in color on Weagle's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope pages. So
is Riley prepared for Herb?
I'm not prepared for Herb. I've known him for 2 years.
Wait, what?
You should have.
What are we talking about?
The broadcaster for the game.
Ah.
Yeah.
Who's prepared for who?
Is Riley prepared for Herb? Which is probably no. So you weren't there when one night I was at Herb's apartment with everybody. And we were talking about NASCAR.
Oh, and he asked if Dale Earnhardt was real.
He asked if Dale Earnhardt was real.
Who was this?
He asked Dale
Herbert
Earnhardt
Valdez.
Sr. if it was.
Yeah. He asked if Dale Earnhardt Sr. was real. To where everybody just starts yelling at him. And the best moment is Jack in the background just leaned up against the wall like Stephen A. Smith. Like,
how can you be so stupid?
Have you met Herb?
No, actually, I don't think I have.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
But
how
he thought that
Dale
Earnhardt was like a myth.
Even non-NASCAR fans know who Dale Earnhardt is.
Gotta do it for Dale.
Exactly. Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Very Southern thing to say, Jared.
What? Do it for Dale?
Do it for Dale.
Hey, you ever heard my country accent?
You pack your dip in, do it for Dale. You ever heard mine?
Please, let's not go there.
I'll do it.
No.
Don't say I won't.
Do it, Jared.
Please don't.
Davis, don't do it. But
I'm
Jared,
asking
do it.
you not to.
Jared, do it.
Give me a sentence to say.
Do it for Dale.
Give me an actual sentence.
I'm about to go down to the cow fields and ride around.
I'm about to go down there to that dang old cow field and ride around on my John Deere tractor, you know what I'm saying?
That is just bad. That was not even Southern.
That's literally Jamaican.
What?
Say
What? Alex.
That sounded more Jamaican than anything.
Get out.
That sounded like a Yankee trying to do a Southern accent but failing terribly at it.
No. We gotta listen to that
He's
again.
a Yankee and a boomer.
We got to listen to that again because I'm being
A
straight up.
humor. A banky.
Country sayings. Let's see. Happier than a blue laying on the porch chewing on a big old catfish head. What does this even? What?
Isn't catfish head a term for
And it's just because catfish skulls are very, very thick, so it's hard to chew through, so you just keep chewing.
Happy as a dead pig in the sunshine.
Yep. Nobody actually says those, Jared.
Grinning like a possum eating a sweet tater.
Yeah, nobody says those, Jared. I'm pretty sure those are just made up.
Well, they're just Dill's my pickle. That was one of them.
I don't care. You said it.
That's a good
You
saying.
decided to say it.
That's a good saying. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Oh my
God. That just Dill's
Jared.
my pickle. Ooh. Oh, mercy.
Wait,
I got the vapors.
Wait, Jared. What is the phrase again?
It just deals my pickle.
That just Dill's my pickle.
Oh my gosh. I can't. This is terrible.
Jared, say it again.
You want me to say it again? And that just Dill's. That just Dill's my pickle.
I hate this show.
The integrity of this show is just.
Jared, I'm crying.
David, you gotta chill, man.
Okay. Y'all some more
Jacob,
country
me and you are the
sayings?
only semi-serious people left on this show.
I'm just tired. I'd probably be laughing too if I wasn't about to fall asleep, honestly.
That's fair.
Jared, if I get around my cousins, it's a whole different language for me. I'm telling you.
When my dad speaks to a Southern dude, oh my gosh, that stuff goes crazy.
Ooh, here's the
Nope.
Southern saying that has reference to sports.
Oh.
He's a snake in the grass. KD. He a snake. There you go.
That one wasn't as funny.
I don't know how you went from
that just deals my pickles way
I
funny.
don't know how you went from that just deals my pickle to that.
It wasn't supposed to be funny. KD a snake.
Jared, you're a snake.
I am actually.
Okay.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
When you ain't
Okay,
watching, you
boomer.
better watch out. You can call me a boomer.
Alex, you're probably you have VHSs, dude.
I do.
So you can't really talk.
Hey.
I am a boomer, but that's why I'm the expert on the topic. I can call you one because I am one.
See, boomers don't know how to use tech.
Alex does not know how to use tech.
That's true. Davis,
Jared,
who handles the show?
You only know
want
how
to.
to use OBS. That is the
I can
only
use other
tech you know how to
things.
use. You don't know how to use social media.
Jared, if I
I know
asked
how to
you to
use
make
social media.
Jared, if I asked you to
No.
make a story on Instagram and add GIFs to it, would you be able to?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Make it look good though?
What's the definition of good?
Hey,
If it doesn't look bad.
I mean, yeah, I can
That's
do
the opposite.
that.
Good.
I could do that.
Do it
Yeah.
then.
I'm good at what I do.
You just post that just deals my pickle.
I just.
post that on your Instagram, please.
Oh, I will.
No, change that to your bio.
No, I gotta keep up a reputation around here.
That just deals my
Jared,
pickle.
That just deals my pickle.
Can that be like a pickup line?
Ooh.
Whoa. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Me too, Jared.
But my last name's Dillard, so does that mean something else?
Ooh.
That just Dillard's my pickle?
No.
Boo.
Stop.
Yeah, boo.
I'm just throwing out suggestions. Everyone shut it.
Turn off his mic. He's yelling. Jared, you should change your bio to that.
Jacob, I think your mother said it's time to sign off.
I agree. It's time for me to go to sleep.
Hey, we got 4 more minutes, though, so you better strap in, because it's time for the
It's time for the fast break.
Hold up.
Play the music.
Yeah, hold up. Hold up. You guys are going to hate me for this.
Step back.
Oh, no.
Kiss
myself.
Wake up. It's the
Jim
fast
Neal.
break. Your top stories this
Neal.
morning.
You know
Instead of your top story this morning, it's going to be country sayings.
No!
I'm turning off all your microphones. Here we go. Your first country saying, he's got burr on his saddle, which I don't know what that means. On top of that, his knickers are in a knot, which, okay. She's pitching a hissy fit. I know what I said that second one. It's not what you think I said. He has a duck fit. That's another one. Plus, that second one is February, so I can do that. Say what now?
Why are you saying them like that?
What, with a country accent?
Your country is not even a country accent.
Well,
You're just
it's-
slurring your words.
Hey, Jared, give me one. I got it. No. Let's see. Let's see. I need a good one.
I'm from Grand Bay.
He's busier than a moth in a mitten. What does that even mean?
Oh, my.
Turn on my
Here, your mic is on.
We're almost over.
She's so stuck up, she drowned in a rainstorm.
Oh my God.
It just sounds like you normally.
He thinks the sun comes up just to hear him crow. Oh, wow. These are really stupid.
Yeah, they're stupid.
These are...
Oh, my gosh.
He's so cheap he wouldn't give a nickel to see Jesus riding a bike. I bet.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, I
That's a
like
good
that.
one.
I like that. That just deals my pickle.
I'm so poor I couldn't jump over a nickel to save a dime. How does it make sense?
I get it, but
Poor execution.
yeah.
It's so dry, the trees are bribing the dogs. Oh, I get it. I get it.
I don't get it.
Their saliva.
And that does it for the fast break here on WGO Sports, where every game lives.
She's lost his last year's Easter egg. Had to get another one in there.
We still have 2 minutes.
Jared,
My mom texted me one. My mom texted me one.
Oh, what is it?
That just butters my biscuit.
Oh, that's my
right.
pickle and butters my biscuit. That's the same thing.
That right there, that just buttered my biscuit.
That just butters my biscuit, honey.
biscuit. Nah, but hold up. What happened to the whole, ending in like 8:55 thing?
It's different because there's not a show behind us.
Ah, you're right. You're right. We should have got a show behind it, Davis. From the bench at 9. Ooh.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. From the bench, from the bench today from 7 to 9.
Whoop whoop.
And also the scoreboard from 4 to 5 if Jacob doesn't pass out during his day.
I'll get a nap in and I'll be fine.
It'll be all right.
I'm about to. I need to take a nap too.
So once again, the Extra Point live on location from 2 to 4 on Sunday at Campus Rec. Also, the Extra Point All-Star Game with all your lovable hosts at 5 o'clock. That should be a lot of fun. And Auburn versus Kentucky picks, I guess. Here we go. Alex.
Oh, man.
What I want to happen, Auburn. Kentucky.
Davis.
I abstain.
What? Kentucky. Jacob.
Kentucky by 15.
Whoa.
Yeah, Kentucky by double digits, probably.
Auburn has the tools to win, but they just have not been able to execute on the road. And
yeah,
that is. I think that's the only way I can describe it.
They'll fall behind like they always do, but they won't be able to come back. They'll be down early. I think. I think you said you think they'll come out hot, but I think they're gonna come out the same way they always do and just not be able to come back.
I think Jalen Williams needs big minutes off the bench.
I think this will be the first game we see where we're like, okay, he's still a freshman. But he's just against Kentucky.
That's true. But
that's what I expect.
Hey, but if he does play good, and I mean,
man, if he plays good, I'm saying he's winning the Wooden Award next year.
I mean, with the way the team's looking next year, a player on this team could, considering how talented they're going to be.
It's crazy that the second best freshman on Auburn's team didn't get big time minutes until like the 26th game of the season.
Yeah.
Well,
This Auburn could be good for a long time in the future.
My
We'll see,
mom
though.
has another one. The trees are bribing the dogs to pee on them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's. It's not for them to spit on them. My mom corrected me as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we could get that in there though.
all the Southern, all the people are coming out with the Southern sayings today.
She said, and I can't believe I knew that. I can't.
Hey, but
I can guarantee.
but
my family knows a
Dill's
lot.
my pickle. That's the winner today.
You should write down the board.
Is
Jared.
anybody a winner today? Really?
I'll write on the board
No,
for you,
because y'all
Jared.
got up in the freezing cold
Yeah.
and walked over.
Well,
At this
hopefully-
point, it's just a reality. Like, there's no even point in reacting to the weather. It's just a reality that's going to be terrible half the week. Am I wrong?
My sister just sent me something, a video, so I can't imagine I'm gonna like what this is.
Uh-oh.
Oh lordy. Well, that does it for Extra Point here on WGL 91.1 Eagle Eye TV. The scoreboard today from 4 to 5, as well as from the bench from 7 to 9.
Honestly, man, I didn't even get 7 to 9. There's not that much in sports, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, believe me, you can do.
What do you want to cancel
We just
today?
powered through 2 hours talking about buttering biscuits.
Yeah,
Last time
but-
we had a 30-minute argument about the phrase anecdotal evidence.
So that does for Extra Point here on WGL 91.1 and Eagle Eye TV. That does it for the Extra Point here on WGL 91.1 FM